Okay, okay, okay. Hello, good evening or afternoon. What's going on? Let me change my background a bit. Do. Yeah, blur that background. All right. Hey, Anim Tree. Hey, Hati. Oh, hey, Pyro. Uh, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I can stream in HD now. Yeah, it's 1080p. I was trying to do that always, but for some reason it only was like 648p or something crazy like that. But it's 1080p now. That's cool. So yeah, here's a squeaky clean new project. I mean, there's absolutely nothing here besides like a couple of packages I added. Because we're starting fresh. This is gonna be a completely new and like self-sufficient thing. Hey Hami, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I mentioned it in the past that I wanted to make some grass and make it good and efficient and looking good and being easy to place and to work with, and I have made like a lot of attempts like that in the past. None of them left me completely happy. What are my general tips for someone making a package for Unity, also planning to sell it on the asset store? I have no idea. I have not sold anything in the asset store or know anything about the process, I'm afraid. Like, are you talking about the actual process of making the package, or you know, what should the package, like the contents of the package? Oh, hey Specs. Not much, gonna start making some grass. I will actually add the terrain thing just to have something to work with. There we go. Like the structure documentation. I mean, I guess that could be like, you know, universal principles regardless of it being a package or it being like an asset store asset. Just, you know, focus on UX and do what Unity doesn't do and try and use your tool and your documentation to actually make something like for what it's intended, you know. Oh, that's cool, Pyro. Like, your language stuff is like so inspiring. It reminds me of my compilers module back in uni. I'm gonna make this smaller to make it a bit more manageable. Let me load up some links though. So, in case you don't know, oh God, let me find it. Yeah, in case you don't, you missed that, whatever. I worked a little bit with Minions Art, the grass that Joyce made, the grass system, which is awesome, by the way. It's like working really well, and especially the newer version with like the compute shader is pretty amazing. And essentially this is what I wanted to use as not exactly my base, because the code will probably be like completely brand new, but I want it to be like the inspiration in terms of how it works. Here is the link to that, by the way. So the process is okay, you have like brushes and whatever, and you scatter points, and these points you use to make a mesh, And that mess you feed onto a compute shader using draw procedural indirect, and you can generate more geometry in the compute shader and then send that over to like a shader and make your grass. So like that's the process, but I wanted to like make it more me friendly in terms of how I like to use some tools, and make it more easily extendable in case I want different kind of grass, like not just blades, but maybe quads, or maybe billboards, or maybe flowers, or anything I can make with procedural geometry, really. Hey Lady Rose, welcome! The scope expanded quite a bit. Yeah, I can imagine, like, I've seen what you've been sharing, Pyro, and yeah, like, it's looking amazing, to be honest. I'm kinda jealous. Yeah, Kim, I'm alright. How are you? I am excited about this stream too, or at least I have been excited for this in my mind. I don't know how much I'll be able to do today, and like what it's gonna look like. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been debugging some code all day today, so my gray matter might not be at its finest right now. But we'll see. I mean, you know, I guess I've been, you know, keeping warm with C#. Okay. So one thing I wanted to do differently from Joyce's system is that I wanted to completely decouple everything. So, okay, you have the UX interface editor thing that takes care of the scattering of points in different ways. So, okay, I will start with like a brush thing, but maybe after that you can just, I don't know, input the terrain and it will just populate it, or I don't know, it just spits out points. Then there's another thing that essentially manages those points and generates the mesh. And then there are the actual renderers that take the mesh and generate the grass. So I've done something like that in the past and it worked well, because you could easily change a part of the process without being dependent on another one. And yeah, that's the plan. On my mind, I have some neat ideas I want to try out. I even added burst, because I want to go fancy with this. And also some fancy editor stuff. I could go really fancy with the editor stuff, but I will keep it simple for multiple reasons. But yeah. So I don't wanna tease it, but we could actually make it work for any mesh, even if it didn't have a collider. But I will just make it work with colliders because it's much easier. So yeah. Okay, so let's make a folder. I'm calling this project and this tool Greenery. I don't know. It's like it's subject to change, of course. But, you know, I wanted a catchy name in case this turns out to be like a neat little system that other people could use and potentially work on it and make it better, because it's not gonna be good if I make it, just so you know. But yeah, it baffles me that there's still no good way to make grass in Unity, not like with Unity's tools. So, you know, if there is something new out there, and, you know, maybe it's open source and free and all, well, why not? Oh, and just so you know, I personally am not planning to support any SRPs. Sorry about that. I know that technically what I'm making could work in the SRPs, because it's like compute shaders and it's not like a built-in exclusive thing. But I won't bother, just so you know. Scripts, and let's start with like the UX stuff. So editor, and make a C# script. Yay! Greenery editor. As a start for something great and new. Maybe. You know what? I'm feeling fancy. I'm gonna put this in a namespace. That's how serious I am about this. Oh wow, I've gone dark. Hold up. There we go. Yeah. This is not gonna hurt my eyes. Alright. Just reading what Pyro is writing. Damn, that's so cool. I used to know some of these words. Okay. Can I use Unity? Come on, Unity first? No. Wait. I do have Omni Start, right? Oh, hold up. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work. It's a new project and I haven't I haven't changed the .NET version, so let me do that. Player. Yeah, 4x, please. Putting back in IL2CPP. Why not? I think that should do it. Whoa! Okay, this is so annoying. Let me fix that. Alright. For some reason, it's when I'm moving windows, things I'm wiggling them and just shows my desktop. It's annoying. Okay, we have IntelliSense again. That's cool. Burst. There we go. Here's our burst. Which I don't really care for, but I might use the mathematics or even use the burst too. I don't know. So I'm also gonna use the really obscure and quite undocumented editor tools API. Editor tool. Can I call this editor? Okay, let me. Greenery. So you can actually add the naming of this API to one of Unity's mistakes, because not the API itself, but just the name. Like they made such a huge mistake naming this editor tool, because it's a brand new API. And guess what? You know, if you wanna look, like search on Google, you know, Unity editor tools, or editor tool, or custom editor tools, or whatever, you won't get anything about this API. You most likely will get anything about custom editor tools from, I don't know, Unity 3. Because, yeah, that's what you would call them. Okay. Small run over. Alright. This has some overrides we want, which is the on-tool GUI. Yeah, this thing. Okay, let me also bring up Joyce's stuff. Yeah, this is the one. All right. Sorry, I'm cheating a little bit, just because. Yeah, just because I can't remember everything about the scene GUI stuff, so I'm just looking into some stuff here. Oh, actually, I might not need those. Alright. Okay, first off, I just want like a cursor thing. Oh, okay. Okay, I do have the events though, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Sorry, I seem to have forgotten pretty much everything. Come on, her. Jesus. So let me take a look at my cheat sheet again. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's start simple. Yeah, also this is why I want the mathematics. I want to break free of the vector API, so I'm gonna use the float 2s and 3s and 4s, mostly because they have Swizzling, and I love Swizzling. Position. And also, this is like a vector 2, but you know, you can implicitly assign them to a float 2. So that's a cool thing. Also, something that will definitely come in handy is the handle utility GUI point to world array. Awesome. Mouse post. Okay, let's see if we hit something with this array. Ray cast ray. I mean, it's an editor tool, so whatever. I will have an edit layer mask, which I will add here. Layer mask, layer mask, or like drawing layer mask. Handles draw, I don't know, wire disk at the okay, I'm definitely missing gray matter here. Okay, ray cast hit. Yeah, there we go. Hit hit point and hit normal. And let's start with a radius of 2. Yeah, I'll change that at some point. What color should I use? Yeah, cyan is nice. I'm gonna add cyan. Oh, and I think. Yeah, there's also another override I need, which is a toolbar icon. I mean, I don't need it, but I do need it. Okay, so I don't know if you know, but there's a really cool list of all Unity's internal icons that Unity uses for its own buttons. And you can actually see them here. here. I'm gonna post this link in case anybody wants it. So there's like a whole bunch, like a lot of icons. I'm gonna look for something like plant. Oh, there are some like, oh yeah, it's like the terrain inspector plants. So that could work. Maybe something like, no, grass or leaf. Oh yeah, there's like the tree creator stuff. You know what? I do like the leaf. I mean, it's gonna be grass. Not so much like trees and leaves. But I guess it will make sense, right? So yeah, all I have to do here is essentially just say GUI content. No, wait, I know that. No, yeah, it's editor GUI utility icon content, and you just pass in the name, and let's see. No errors. All right, so up here, editor tools. Yeah, there's my tool, Greenery. You can see it has a little leaf there. And that does nothing. All right. I think there are some. Oh, yeah, because I haven't set anything on the layer mask. So you know what? Remove those for now. That should probably do it. Yeah. Kinda. It's only updating when I'm rotating the camera. So I think I need to call something for that. I think it's just like repaint or something. Let me check. Because I mean it's working, but it's only doing stuff. Yeah. Paint? No. GUI. GUI. Damn it. Okay, I'll find it. There's a lot of googling involved. Oh, it's, yeah, editor window. So I actually have that repaint. Will this do the trick? Yeah! Alright! We have a nice little circle going on. Is it even visible on stream? I mean, if I zoom in, you can see it. Okay. Alright, we're cooking. I mean, as you can probably imagine, I'm gonna focus a lot on the UX and editor side of stuff, so don't expect to see grass. Certainly in this stream. Maybe not even in the next stream. So this is just gonna be editor stuff and setup and maybe some backend stuff if we're lucky and I have the brains for that. But for now, have fun looking at my little cyan circle. You know what? I won't enter play mode anytime soon, so let's focus on the scene view. Oh, and also, I mean, you can't see it because there's a flat thing here. But if I add a cube, and go back here, you can see that it follows. I mean, that's obvious because I'm taking the normal of the normal of the hit point, but it's always cool to see that. Yeah. All right. Okay, but the thing is, I actually want some GUI because, like, right now you saw that I do have the layer mask, but I don't have anywhere to display it. So let's get some GUI going. Let's get it going. Let's see. All right. Yeah. So, okay, this is gonna be tough, and it's actually gonna be the old-fashioned GUI way. So, rects and pixel sizes, and yeah, lots of manual inputs. There are some ways to automate some things here and there, but it's mostly gonna be, yeah, mostly gonna be a lot of manual numbers. Editor window, might need the window. Will I need the window? I will potentially need the window. Okay, let's draw like a little menu on the bottom right of the screen. GUI rect. I'm not gonna make it resizable, by the way. I'm not gonna go that crazy. I could, but I'm not gonna. So the window width is gonna be something like 300 pixels. Yeah. So essentially, since I want it to be on the lower right corner, I want to start from the maximum, from the last pixel on the right. So that's gonna be equal to the width of the screen minus the width of the window, if that makes sense. Same goes for the height. So screen height. It's, I think the screen is starting to count pixels from the top left and not from the bottom left. So that's why this is gonna be the same. Window height, say 100. And we want to give a bit of wiggle room, so window width, the width is gonna be the width minus 10 pixels, something like that. And yeah, I don't care about that. And I can actually draw a little rect, GUI rect, draw rect with the GUI rect, and a color of, I'm probably gonna need to put them on a handy place, but it's gonna be a new color 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and you know what? Let's go. Let's be intense about this. No, you know what? I'm gonna start with 0.2, no, or sorry, 0.7, and begin GUI and GUI, yeah, Greenery, GUI, the window. Do I actually need that? I don't think I do. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, okay, there's a window there, that's for sure. No, I think that's correct. Let me bring this up a little bit, so add a little, like, I don't know, 50 pixels up. Weird. Minus? Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's a cute little window there. And you can see that it stays there. It's not being resized, which is good. We want a constant kind of size. So yeah, what I wanted to do is a little fancy thing. Not very fancy, but whatever. So I want it to be less visible if the cursor is not on it, because, you know, that means you're not using it. So if I think it's from page, no, oh yeah, if the rect contains the mouse position, yeah, sure, bring it here, I don't care. If it contains it, actually don't do that, then it's 0.7, else it's like 0.1, it's like almost invisible. So now you can see it's, you can barely see that, let me bring this up a bit. Come on. Oh, come on. Why are you like this? Alright. Yeah, okay, now you can see it. It's there. And yeah, I can also add the little yeah, the layer mask thing. Now, if I remember correctly, rendering the layer mask is a bit annoying. Oh my god, yeah. Damn, that's like okay, I went and found the most annoying thing to render on a custom editor. I went and did that. Yay me. Okay. So, the layer mask. Oh, I also want to check for changes. So I'm gonna make a local variable, which is gonna be whatever the editor gives me. And if I detect some changes, so editor GUI begin change check. If I detect some changes, then I can undo. Too much effort for an editor GUI. Oh, I don't know if you know, Pandemonium, like 80% of this is gonna be like the editor GUI. Like in terms of like the code base and the UX and yeah, everything. Like not just because GUI is important, but because Unity makes it so difficult. Actually, I don't know if I could go and try those new fancy smancy editor things. What do they call them? Unity editor GUI package. What was it? Is it the UI elements? Is that a thing? Oh, it's UI toolkit now. Still, is that a thing? And could I use it somehow? Is it for editor stuff? Do I want to get into that? I feel like I don't. Okay, yeah, I'm not writing CSS. I'll just input pixels manually. I'm not doing that myself. Okay. So back to drawing the layer mask. So layer mask is an enumerator, and Unity can, you can say editor GUI layout and enum whatever, and it has layer field, but it's not the same thing. This can give you essentially like it's to select a layer, but not a layer mask. That's what makes this tricky. So, okay, avert your gaze. Internal editor utility. Yeah, using editor internal. We're going deep. And here there are some other stuff and some really long names for methods. And what I do want is I think that one of the longest one, the concatenated layer mask to layer mask. And now, oh wow, okay, this is a long line of code. Bear with me here. I'm gonna call this drawing layer mask. And then it takes a concatenated layers mask. In order to get that though, I still have to use the internal editor utility, and it's the layer mask to concatenated layers mask. And this is where I get this drawing layer mask. Right? Yeah. Oh, and it needs also the list of layers, which you can get with internal editor utility, layers. Oh, wait, wait, I did something wrong. Oh yeah. Sorry, this actually takes a editor GUI layout mask field, and this, yeah, this is the result of this. A fancy little line. Okay, and if editor GUI and change check, then undo record object this dated Greenery UI settings, I don't know, and then set the layer mask. Damn. To overflow the VS Code max column index. Yeah, it's good. It's a big line of code. And give me 1 second, I will be right back. And I'm back. Oh, but there seems to be a delay in the stream. Weird. Okay. So, okay, if everything went well, there should be. Oh. So the layer mask is there and it's working with undo and everything, but yeah, it's not exactly where I wanted it to be. I think I should probably fix that. Hey Dane, yeah, editor tools, yeah. It's the very beginning of the grass editor tool thingy. So yeah, we're making it all from scratch, so we're still on the very, very ugly bits. Okay, let's see what I forgot to do again. Oh yeah, okay. I need to do the UI layout, begin area, and now use the sorry, wrong thing. GUI rect. So all the stuff on the GUI should go inside this block and area. All right. The Blaze of the Grass squads or pyramids? Well, I mean, if eventually the whole concept of this system is to support either. Right now, the system I'm basing this on from Minions Art is Blades. And using the same procedural generation shown from Ned's video, which I can also share. And I will share when I find it. I found it. This one. Okay, so yay, there's stuff now. You know what? It's way too hard to see now. Use that, and also let's use a layer mask. I need to use a drawing distance. Okay. Yeah, I've seen Daniel's video as well, which is also really great. And yeah, I think it's also geometry and tessellation. I want this to be using compute shaders and procedural geometry, so you can also have LODs, you can have culling, and it can be supported on multiple platforms. I don't know. Like that's a plan, but you know, we'll see. Alright, drawing mask. Default. Yay! Alright. Okay, we have something. It's going well. All right, I can also, you know what? Color. Can I change this? No. Okay. Color cyan. This color. This with a C is weird, but I guess that's some kind of correct version to write it. I don't know. I usually feel bad when I'm writing disc like this. You know, it might as well be written, you know, like thick. It could be disc. I don't know. It's weird. This color alpha, make it 0.5 and draw a normal disc, solid disc. Yeah, same radius. Oh, the cursor packs. It's a plugin. It's called Power Mode. You can see all my plugins here. So when you install it, it actually comes with some screen shake as well, but I suggest that you disable it because it's not so much screen shake as much it is like staggering, and it's very distracting. Yikes. Oh, I forgot to update. That's better, but maybe make it even less. That's good. Is it like additive blending? It's weird, right? Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, that's professional. All right. Right now it's using a fixed radius, but apparently it's gonna use some sort of like brush settings. So let's change that. Again, this is eventually this will be like separated because you won't just have like a brush, you might have other ways of scattering points. But you know, slowly adding things. So, alright, public float the brush radius, so use that brush radius. Start from 1 because it's like a nice little number to have. Oh, also it's fun, I don't know if you can see it on stream, but you can still see the disc moving behind my editor wherever my mouse is. So yeah, that's fun. Draw solid disc, did that, brush radius, yeah, there. I can add another field for this. It obviously doesn't have to be like this monstrosity like the layer mask, it's just like a radius. Actually, oh, it's brush radius. Yeah, brush is better. Brush radius. It's gonna be editor GUI layout. Float field. And this brush radius. Oh. And this brush radius equals brush radius. Eventually I'm gonna add maybe some shortcuts to make it so that you don't have to, you know, go over there to change the radius. Also, something annoying that happens is, obviously doesn't happen yet, but if I was drawing stuff, it would still draw them even though my mouse is right there now, which is annoying. But yeah, whatever. Okay. All right. This is a good place to start, right? So I should probably start scattering some points and seeing, you know, where this goes. So I have some ideas about how I should go about that. Brush or painting brush, I guess. Yeah, this will all go on the separate function so that I can maybe manage it a bit better later. So painting brush. Okay, there's a little snippet, very handy little snippet that I always forget exactly how it looks, but it's let me find it. Yeah, this one here. So this will allow me to click without selecting things. Really simple. You know, when I'm painting, I don't want to select other things. So now you can see I can still move around, I can still zoom in and out, but when I click things, I don't know if you can hear my aggressive clicking. I think you cannot because I have a filter. Yeah, it doesn't get picked up. Wow, that's annoying. Anyway, I'm aggressively clicking and you have to trust me on this. But yeah, it doesn't still control. And I can still, like, you know, select stuff from here. So increase or decrease the radius. All that cool things happen here. So, alright. Let's make whatever will be like, I don't know. I know it's a forbidden word in some programming circles, but I am gonna call this like that anyway. This is gonna be our manager. I could call it controller, it doesn't make a difference, but this is whatever is gonna be in our scenes that take care of getting the points, making a mess, and sending that mess over to the renderers so that you can render grass. So yeah, this obviously needs some sort of existence in the scene. You can't do it all statically because it's a lot of data, and also you want some scene related control on there, like, yeah. So this is the manager. If anybody named Karen asks, you just send her this one. Okay. No, it's a model behavior. Let's put it on the correct namespace. Greenery. Name subject to change. Things. Okay, this is gonna start really simply, just so we can see how the scattering of points works. So it's literally gonna be also using Unity. What's wrong with you? Why do you have... Why? I want my intelligence. You have intelligence, why can't you have intelligence? Because of the namespace. Okay. Hey Alex Blackfrost, welcome. Do I have intelligence now? I do have intelligence. Do I also have it here? Because, you know, maybe I have it on one script and not on another. I don't know. Namespace Greenery. Awesome. So now, using Unity Mathematics. Yes, please. You know what? No, I'm gonna start with making a class, which essentially is gonna hold all the data that I want for each. It's not gonna stay there, but for now it's gonna be here. So I'm gonna call it spawn data, and for now it's only gonna hold the position. And then let's start with that. And I'm gonna have a public list of also I want this serializable public list of spawn data. I'm gonna call it spawn data list. Alright. And for now, all I want, really all I want is that, you know what, when you draw gizmos, just show me the points. I want to see the points. And you know what, I'm feeling generous here, so add the normal vector there as well. So on draw gizmos, for each, whatever this is, data in spawn data list, just we will draw a sphere, I guess, the center of data position. Okay, yeah, I guess I should make this complicated. People use these words apparently. Like minions. Kinda, yeah. I'm basing the approach on Minions Art's own last iteration of the graph system with the compute shaders and the procedural geometry and all that. But I'm kinda making it like my own in terms of the UX and the extendability and the shaders potentially. Giving the option to make like quads or like blades or flowers or I don't know, just making it more to my liking essentially. Data position, radius of 0.5 for all I care, and gizmos draw a line to going from that position to position plus normal. That's normal, so that I can see where they're facing. I mean, yeah. Okay. Um, and because I know what's going on, I'm gonna add gonna add a button. I want to add a button, but before that, let's find our greenery manager. Oh, don't be like this. Come on. Okay. Manager is gonna be just game object find object of type. We don't care, it's editor stuff. Oh, thanks for the follow, Baruiba. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, hey, Ari. Grass spawning too. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if this will be of any help until at this stream at least. I think it's gonna go slow, just so you know. But I hope it helps in any way. Still, we're stuck in editor land right now, so yeah. Okay, so if event current type equals event type mouse down, and if that event button current button, you know what, just get the current event. Just call it E. It's something common, I guess. And if E button equals 0, so if we are left clicking, am I going to support custom brushes? That's a good question. No, I don't think so, because it's not gonna be. You're kind of tempting me right now. I'm not gonna actually use like texture brushes for this. Oh, you're kind of making me think now, Dane. Damn it. Okay. For starters, I'm just gonna use like a circle brush where I just spawn random points and raycast downwards, and depending on the density, I spawn more or less. That's like one point of that. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would go about using like other shapes, or I mean squares, sure, you can probably get. There are probably like math stuff that will give you random values within a square, a rectangle, or whatever. But with the texture, How? How? Okay, I'm gonna put this on my brain's backlog because I'm starting to think of something. Polybrush. I mean, yeah, we do the same as the square and the second check to see if it's inside the white area of the texture. Yeah, I could imagine it. Okay, so you go onto like a a different space coordinate, right? And you just sample the texture, like each pixel, no shader stuff or whatever, just like you get each pixel and you check its color value or something, like it's the length or like the luminance of its color value, and depending on a threshold or I don't know, based on density or whatever, you spawn a point there, and then you apply the correct coordinate space and project that, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it could be brute forcing. Texture mask. Yeah, maybe eventually. Okay, eventually. Just let me at least spawn a single point, and we'll go from there. Okay, so if I press the button, the left mouse click, I wanna get a bunch of random points around my circle. So thankfully there is a Greenery random. Wait. Oh, it's in the engine. Random. Inside unit circle. Awesome. Or on a circle radius 1. Okay. We need if you could draw the bounds of the polygon on the ground and fill that area with grass. Yeah, that's also something I've been thinking about. As I mentioned, I want to, maybe you missed that, but essentially I want to completely decouple the process of scattering points, managing the points, and rendering the grass on the points. Right, so there is a UX interface layer where you can pick the way where you can scatter points, but you just scatter points, so you can then like remove points the same way or add more, or with a whole bunch of different ways. And then you can manage those points to create the mesh, and then the mesh to create the grass. So essentially what you're talking about, like having defining an area and like spawning grass on that area, like with a bounds of a polygon, that's something that I want to do, yeah. So eventually. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna start with like one position. inside unit circle multiplied by brush radius, and oh, that's a vector too. Oh, okay. You know what? No, it's gonna be inside a unit sphere. And I'm just gonna add this random thing to the this thing. So let's get that stuff again here, because I'm gonna need those. And okay. So if first off we hit something, then it's hit a point plus like a random around a sphere of the radius. So okay, it's a sphere, but essentially I'm gonna project all that towards the normal vector of the surface I just hit. So yeah. Crazy geometry math tweets. Oh yeah, I saw this. Yeah, I refuse to understand this. Yeah, math is weird. Math is indeed weird. Okay, so I get this position. And then essentially I just want to like, or I mean, side unit sphere. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be the position. Plus, okay, it's gonna look weird, but trust me on this, I guess. Hit dot normal. And it's gonna go towards the minus hit normal, the max distance of 10. I don't know, maybe I'll put that as a property. Okay. How are you defining brush shape right now? Well, I'm not defining it so far. It's just like it's being represented as a disc, so like a circle. And the way I'm planning on starting with like the brush scattering is something like this. So actually, that's ready. You could use SDF textures for brush shape. Yeah, no, I'm not using any textures. That's the thing. If I were using textures, then I would use SDFs or like image textures or what have you. But the thing is, I'm doing it all, you know, using positions and raycasts. So essentially, now I'm saying that, okay, I'm hitting a point. Like, you can imagine maybe it's a flat surface like this. I'm hitting this point. I'm getting random numbers, random positions around this point in a sphere, and yeah, they could go in the surface as well because they're like in a sphere. And then I offset these points towards the normal of the surface, so they all go like towards here, and they raycast on the surface so that they can stay on the surface. So yeah, if that makes any sense. I'll raycast hit, and that's gonna be the spawn hit. And now I'm gonna take the Greenery manager and you know what? I'm hitting the namespaces for now because I think that they are messing with my IntelliSense. So hit those for now. Let's try this again. Nope, it's still being annoying. I'm not writing it wrong, right? Nope, just wants to be annoying. Fine. Oh, also I should make a constructor. Greenery manager, spawn data list, add new spawn data. Yeah, this is gonna be super annoying, but whatever. Spawn hit point, spawn hit normal. And what I want to do here also is if editor GUI button, GUI layout button, clear all points. Then Greenery manager, spawn data list, clear. Because I'm gonna spawn a bunch of stuff and I want an easy way to delete those. Okay. So it seems to kind of work. Like you see, they're spawning on the surface first of all. Same here. And on a random place around my cursor. There's quite a bit of overlap, but that is to be expected. Clear on points. Awesome. Now I'm also doing this on clicking, and I actually don't want this to be on clicking. I want this to be while dragging, and that's an easy fix. So instead of mouse down, it's mouse drag. There is a caveat to this though. It's a bit intense. Yay! Like, yeah. Also, that's fun because I thought that I would have to do like a loop for the density, but instead I can do something else. So something Pokemon generator, yeah, perhaps. Also, the annoying thing I mentioned was this one here, that you can point even if you're like changing. Well, not here, it's still there, but if I just click here, it paints, which is annoying. So yeah, something I usually do for that is essentially add an interval, much similar to like cooldown when shooting, I guess. Where you say, okay, you can't paint for like 0.2 seconds, and then paint again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it stable, and I am gonna add a loop essentially for the density. Yeah. No, it's double. Yeah. It's larger than the last spawn time plus. Weird sounds from the kitchen. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Master of Glory. Yeah. I do enjoy this theme a lot. Save the last spawn time, something like this. In this case, last spawn time equals find the time. That time. You want to provide little preview marks in the disk for where each blade will be placed. Wait, I'm doing something wrong apparently. I mean, you will see that when you paint. I don't know if it's viable to actually have that. Especially since, they're random, so you will just see like a lot of jittering, I guess. Okay, this is clearly not working, and clearly because I did some sort of wrong thing here. Hold up. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's a wrong time, I guess. And yeah, 0.1 should do the trick. Times in startup. Okay, yeah, that should do it. Yeah, okay, so now it's not spamming as much. Why the heck did that happen? Everybody still here? Am I live? Okay. Are we sure about that? Okay. Hey, Kim. Okay. That was weird. This. Damn. Sure. Trying to see what's going on with the playback. Okay. Yeah, something did happen in the stream. I don't know what. My internet is fine, as far as I can tell. Okay. Anyway, going back to this, wanted to make the density density. I'm gonna call this brush density too, because I think that I'm gonna have multiple densities here and there. Editor GUI layout slider. It's gonna be a slider. To be honest, it could be like a min-max slider, so that you could have like random density. Would people want that? Make it a min-max for like, I mean, it's an easy transition. Oh yeah. I think they used to have the game development category before. It's weird that they removed it or something. Density and brush. This brush density. Oh, this actually is a ref. Oh, min-max. Wait, what? Why can't I just label ref load min value min limit and max limit? Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna just add a slider. This brush density 0, 1. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, this brush density equals brush density. Is there a unity tag? Wait. Well, I'll be damned. Damn, okay. I should have known. Yeah, there is a unity tag, yeah. I didn't know that. Well, yeah. Whatever. Okay, so I have the density, which will probably be adjustable based on the size, right? So I don't want it to be like I don't know, 1 or like 10 instances. So yeah, I have that, and let's make a for loop. So I equals, okay. So if let's assume that we know the size of a grass blade. And let's say that it's, I don't know. Let's give it like a bit of space and say like 10 centimeters. So in this case, that would mean floor, and I would take the brush radius and divide it by 0.1, or you know what, just multiply it by 10. Actually make it a ceiling. And multiply that by the density, the brush density. And I'll make it an equal in case, you know, so at least we have like 1, I guess. Does that make sense? I think so. Oh yeah, that's a good thing from Unity. Can you imagine if Unity went and like changed the imperial system, or I don't know, use feet or something? That's something dumb they would do. Okay. Small points, a lot of points. And that scales with, that should scale with the brush size as well. I mean, that's good enough for like a density slider. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with like the US and not using metric system. Oh, also I should also make it so that I have some undoing. Register complete object undo. That's like the ultimate undo of the Greenery manager. It rust spawn points, I guess. Yeah, it's very steep, to be honest. I mean, I can understand how it's, you know, difficult to manage, but whatever. Okay, and now we have undoing too, so that's cool. Polyhide Imperial, yeah. Yeah, but at least in the US they don't use like stones for weight measuring, or do they? I don't know, but I saw it in the UK and I was so confused. Yeah, no, we only really get taught like the metric system, and you know, it makes sense. It's like simple math. Alright, so we have the point adding, which is cool. You know what? Instead of like using time intervals, maybe it would be better to use like distance intervals. Maybe, I don't know. That's an easy change to do later. Also, I'm not complaining, but... Oh. Never mind. Okay, yeah, sure. Trying to see something on the stream playback. Yeah, okay. Alright, so adding points is in, right? So that's cool. But how about removing points? That's where the things get a bit tricky. Cause okay, adding points is easy, but how do you remove points? Like, what would be the more straightforward way to remove points? Like the way I've done it in the past was pretty simple, like the most simple really. You know, I check where my mouse is and check the distance between like all the instances and my mouse, and if it's like smaller than a threshold, then remove it. Not very great though. Not very great for this. So I've been thinking about, I could do it with a compute shader, that is true. I could do it with burst, that's also true. What would be the best way? Well, I mean, compute shaders are definitely a lot faster. I was also thinking of like something else that might come in handy later, which would be to actually bin the points into cells, and instead of like checking with all instances, I can get like what the cell that the mouse position belongs to, and just check with instances in that cell. Yeah, kinda like an octree or hash system, but much simpler because I'm not very clever. So yeah, what how should I go about it? Compute shaders, burst, what for expand and shrink selection? How do you mean selection? There's not gonna be any selection, it's just gonna be removal and addition. The brush radius is already in there. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm gonna use to check for the erase for the removal. The cell binning could be cool because I could do some extra culling based on that later on. But I really don't know. In the letter where your selection can grow to include adjacent objects. Yeah, but I mean you're just gonna be erasing with like a brush, so. Okay, I need to do something though. So this is where the erasing is gonna take place. I really think that like a compute shader would be fun, but also like overkill. Erase by drawing the bounds of a polygon. Yeah, if I make the other, like the bounds of a polygon for creating points, I would probably also make it for erasing points. So imagine like, you know, you'd have to use a lot of imagination at this point, but imagine that this kind of like UI had like tabs where you could select, you know, if you wanted like a brush or I don't know, like the bounds or other methods. Okay, you wanna go compute shaders, Ari? Anybody else wanna see some compute shader shenanigans for this? That could be fun. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Let's make some compute shaders. I mean, it doesn't get any more overkill than this, so hope it's fast. Distance check. Yes. Seriously, like this is such an overkill. I'm just gonna check like distances from a point, and yeah, use GPU for this. It's like crazy. Okay, 128. It's gonna be linear. Don't need any of these. for Greenery. Yeah, I like that. All right. So wait, because I forgot how. I will probably just add an append buffer. Yeah, an append. I think an append buffer will work alright for this. So just as a reference, I'm gonna use it a lot as a reference, and I'm using it a lot. There's this awesome repository from Colin Leung, known as Nilocat, about using draw mesh instance indirect with like frustum culling, and it's like such a great resource like for pretty much everything in terms of like instancing and compute shaders and all that. So that's something I wanna open here. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew, but it's a really cool kind of new feature that GitHub has, that if you go in any repository and you hit the full stop, just like the dot button on your keyboard, it turns into Visual Studio Code, a web version of Visual Studio Code in your browser, and you can more easily check out code. I also tried to add like all my extensions here as well, but a lot of them don't work on web, so tough luck. Yeah, and it makes stuff super readable too, so. Okay, so I will return just an append buffer with just the indices of the positions, right? So close, I don't know how to call them, close points buffer. And also I'm gonna need the structured buffer, no need to read or write from it, with all the spawn point position buffer. I'm gonna need just the position and the radius of the brush. So brush position, or like brush sphere, I guess. Okay, let me do something else real quick. Whoops. Okay, tell me. Okay. All right. Forget about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I also want just to be sure, because I had some issues with that in the past. The spawn points amount, so that I can come in here and say, hey, if the id.x is less than the spawn point amount, then do stuff, because otherwise we might have trouble. And yeah, then I can just go ahead and say if the spawn points position buffer id.x, I mean if the length of this of the spawn point, damn it, of the brass sphere XYZ minus this is less or equal than the brass sphere W, the radius that is, then close spawn point buffer, append id.x. Yeah, that's a compute shader, alright. Compute shader. Distance checks, yes. Oh my god, I have to set up buffers now. Oh, that's fucking annoying. Okay, yeah, whatever. No, you know what? I'm just gonna set them all here. Point gonna be distance check. No. Oh, and I have this. Yeah, that's a heap dot point. Yeah, and let's make this method. Again, I'm gonna make and destroy all the buffers here, just so we're clear. So what I want is a compute buffer. First of all, I need to remember how to declare compute buffers. Spawn point position buffer. Point data, or wait, what am I calling this? It's spawn data. Spawn data. Do I like this name now? I don't, whatever. Spawn data. Well, that's gonna be the Greenery manager spawn data list. Sure. That's gonna be spawn data list count. And the stride's gonna be off. Oh no, wait, hold up. I just want the positions, right? So that's gonna be 3 size of float. Yeah, I guess I can get the well, spawn data list of count. That's still the case. Okay. composition buffer release, because I'm gonna forget later, I can promise you that. And a compute buffer for the, I'm gonna call this close spawn points. Point buffer, gonna be a new compute buffer. A new compute buffer. How does that get initialized? Oh, okay, again, spawn data list count, size of new int, and buffer type append. Those spawn point buffer set counter value to 0 because it's an append buffer. And just to get all the stuff in. Okay, let's get these positions. Oh, also I need to set these. Well, I mean, I will set all that stuff eventually, so actually let's do that now. Set buffer, you know what, just copy all that. And nope. This is 6, This is buffer, but it's not buffer. That's set vector load. That's an int technically. Make it an int. Form data list counts. Position. Oh, yeah, and new. So this is why I love using float4 instead of vector4, because now I can say position and brush radius. No new vector4 position.x.y.z brush radius. The power of Unity mathematics. And spawn points position buffer and close spawn. Oh, the kernel index. Okay, so much boilerplate fluff to run a simple compute shader. I mean, I know it's 0, but whatever. in case you don't know, but I mean, I think it's pretty common knowledge, but I was surprised when I first saw that. If you're like me and using like a method that returns some parameters with the out keyword, you can just use underscore to essentially discard them, to say, you know what, I don't care about this, I just care about this. Okay, right, so I have this, oh, I need to set data to be the spawn position list. I think I'm ready to run the spots. I think just do a quick check. Yes, so that would be the kernel ID with the or you know what, just stream of data list count divided by thread size 0 0. No, 1 1. Is it 1 1? It's 1 1. Oh, I've of course forgot to release the other buffer. Close spawn points buffer release. Simplest, most overkill compute shader. But I want to get better at writing compute shaders, so whatever. Does this look okay? Creating my compute buffers, releasing them, setting the data, setting the counter value, setting all that stuff over to the compute shader, dispatching it. So that should essentially return to me the IDs of those. Wait, you have to get. Yeah. I'll do that. I'm just saying all the stuff to actually dispatch the compute shader, because like all this just like fluff. It's a lot of fluff. List int closed point IDs, new list int, and list check. Data. Doing sorry. It's closed point IDs. Get date. Buffer get data, thank you. Close spawn points IDs. Okay, whatever. I don't. You know what? Make it an array for all I care. I just wrote array. It's late. right? I think. Wait. No, that won't work. That will just give me the. Wait, I'm doing. I got confusion. All right. I can. How can I find? The count of the append buffer, or do I need to do that? Well, there's the buffer copy count, if that's what you're talking about. Wait, it's... Wait. It's a compute buffer. Compute buffer copy count. Yeah, but it just copies it to another compute buffer. Yeah, but how? You know, you get where I'm going with this. How can I read that data? You can create a raw buffer and then get the data from that. But I would still need to create an array. I mean, I can get the data from that buffer. It's not that issue. But the thing is that how do I know the size of that buffer so that I can create an array of that size? Because I cannot just. I mean, one way would be like if. A couple times, okay. Sure. Okay, so that would be essentially just like a compute buffer of size 1 with like just one int in it. Hey, Matthis. So that would be a new compute buffer, like 1, size of uint, I guess. And then I would go over close. Let's remember to release that. Oh, compute buffer type raw. Okay. Raw. Didn't know about that. So now I can go and say compute buffer copy count from the close spawn points buffer to the close spawn points amount buffer with an offset of 0, and then say something like close spawn point amount buffer get data. Uh, wait, I'd have to. Damn, that's contrived. uh, is that it? Yeah? Well, I don't know about you. I feel dirty about making this. What really needs to return? Loads from points IDs. It better go super fast. It gives a max element count, not counter. Yeah, exactly. That's because when I create the buffer, I give it the maximum size, which is like the number of all the instances. Right. Okay, I am certain I'm forgetting something very basic here, and I should not listen to my gut instinct at this moment. Oh, okay. So I have the indices, but obviously if I start like looping through them and removing, that could not be good. Or I mean, no, it would not be good. It only have the data in the compute shader. Yeah, I could. Alright, so spawn data, I essentially will take all the entries and remove the entries themselves instead of using the indices, because, you know, as I'm removing, I mean, is there a obviously there's not a way to remove at index multiple times. Well, I mean, you get what you mean. You get what I mean. That, you know, if I start looping through them, then and removing one by one, then the indices will actually change. So that's not what I want. So instead, I'm gonna do it. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna add some more from back to front. Yeah, you're right, but I would have to do that for and I would have to say you know what, I'm gonna make this a list. Can I make this a list? Has to be an array.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Who are your gods? Links in the house.
Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Oh, okay, Kim. Hope you have fun at your meeting. Does that sound good? Well, one way to find out. Kinda soon. Oh yeah, it just course, yeah. I haven't actually added the compute shader. So this is an interesting thing. So I don't have an actual entity on the scene to drag over the compute shader. But I have these settings here. In case you don't know, these are like the default settings on the script. So if that was a mono behavior and I dragged it over to an object, if I had set this, it would keep those references. So I can just throw this here, and let's try this again. Okay, variable distance checks, yes. Okay, it still thinks it's not assigned. Yeah, that's that kind of makes sense. Yeah, because it was created before I set the default. So for all it knows, it's not there. But I think that if I actually, whatever, change scenes and back again. Nope, still more of the same, I guess. Okay, no worries. Can I find it somehow? No. Okay, fine. 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 I don't like it though. I'm gonna throw it on the Greenery manager. And just for good measure, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're not gonna run concurrently, but whatever. Okay. Thread group size must be above zero. Okay, we're going somewhere with this. Let's do the method. I mean, floor silting, yeah. Silting. The thread size should be the 128. Um, yeah, it should be, yeah, whatever it is. Thread group size must be above zero still. But it's ceiling, so shouldn't it be above zero? At least count. What size? But it's, oh, oh, every time, every time. Holy shit. The most overkill and contrived version of instance removal is, is actually working. Let me take care of this. Um, oh, I can't believe it. Okay, I will do like a stress test, like try to remove a lot of them just to see. But first, let me let's add a whole bunch of them. Like a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Yeah, my editor is like, I mean, that's probably because of the gizmos. Let's increase that. Doesn't break a sweat. Let's remove those. I'm gonna bring that back to be enough, you know. Yeah. Thanks so much for your help, Irie, by the way. I probably couldn't have managed that. Then again, if you weren't here, I probably wouldn't have gone the compute shader way. But I mean, I think it's fun. I hope that people enjoyed seeing like a simple compute shader in the making. Can I, if I don't draw the sphere, will it be better? Yeah, yeah. Gizmos are heavy. Yeah, you were the cause of it, but I mean, you also supported, so that's cool. Now let me make the gizmos green. Yeah, okay. See, there's the grass. It's ready. It's already here. It's done. All you have to do is, go into when you're actually in game mode. You just have to turn gizmos on, and there you have your grass. It's done. Okay, you know what? I How many are those? Those are 15,000. 16,000. You know what? I'm gonna add like 20,000 of those, okay? And I am going to try. Okay, perfect. 20,000. I am going to try uh, removing without the compute shader. Okay, just for the sake of doing that, because since I went and made that thing, might as well test it out. Am I right? Okay, let's go hardcore. For it's almost like four. No, you know what? Go for, yeah. Then go for Greenery manager. Oh, data list length count. Wait, do you know? Oh, it also recognized the Greenery manager finally, and I have intelligence. Damn, I already solved all kinds of problems. Uh, if I'm even gonna use like math and not even like the vector 3 distance, uh, just because to even gain some CPU power. So if the distance of the hit point and the Greenery manager spawn data list I position is smaller or equal than brass radius, then Greenery manager remove spawn data list, remove the spawn data uh, Greenery manager spawn data list I just remove it. You know what? Reverse that, just so we don't have any issues with that. Okay, that should do the same thing, right? Oh, also, for the sake of register completed, do Greenery manager remove spawn points. Okay, this should do the same thing. Let's make it interesting, boys. Profiler. I'm sure the streaming encoding is gonna love what's going to happen here. Editor, things are pretty smooth. Okay, let's try removing. Hey, that's actually good. I would expect like so much lag. Why are you this fast? Is my code really that good? Seriously, what the heck? You know what? I want this to be bad. I've done the exact same code before and it was super slow. Uh, I wonder if this is gonna make it slow now. Nope, still doesn't care. Okay. Adding some more. I'm gonna make this slow, whether it wants it or not. You know what? Yes, yes, that's the stuff. Okay, I'm gonna try with 100,000 of these. and I want you to be slow, just so I can justify the compute shader for this. And I'll get to a ridiculous number of grass blades that I will never actually have in an actual game, and be like, see, compute shaders are faster for this. Like 1 ms faster or something. Okay, 100,000. There we go. Okay, okay. See that? See that lag? All right. See how it's lagging? Okay, we have some lag. I'm gonna add some more. Okay, like you can tell that these first few removals are chugging up. Okay, let's see if this was worth it. And I swear to God, this is gonna be even slower. Anyway, are we ready, boys? It's even slower. It's even slower. What is wrong with you? You were supposed to be the fast one. Yeah, probably. Hey, Sachale. Yeah, of course, it's Bloom. If you're interested, this is the setup I have for these teams. Okay, you know what? I am still gonna keep the compute shader solution because I wrote all this and I don't want it to go to waste. I just created tech. This is kind of satisfying though. This is like some Marie Kondo kind of feel. You know what? Let me see how much faster is this. I think it gets faster than the compute shader one. Well, yeah, it's possible that I have like a bunch of loops that are definitely not helping my case. Like this. And then this, because that's gonna be like all the 100,000 stuff and checking against the array. I think it can be faster. Okay, what if I could eliminate this and just passed in the made the struct and passed it in as is. Let me see. If I made a struct for the spawn data, I'm gonna make it here. Do-do-do. Uh, and I think what I need to do is yeah. Also system runtime interrupt services track layout system runtime interrupt services layout kind extension. Yeah. I mean, I get the normal, but I'm not using it. But it's, I guess, it's better than looping over 100,000 instances every frame. I guess. Uh, data. Type. Wait, what? Oh, compute buffer type structured and compute buffer mode immutable. And yeah, what's that? What's up with that? Spawn data list. Is it because it's that? Okay, I guess. Oh, and yeah, that should save me a bit, I guess. Oh, blittable. Is it not blittable? Blittable. How can I make sure it is blittable? Must be a struct that only contains vectors in. Oh, it has to be a struct, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. Sure, make it a struct. I don't care. As long as I don't want it to be nullable, I guess. Somehow worse. Probably because it's like double the size of the data. Like making compute shaders to make stuff go vroom and them ending up being slower than actual linear CPU code is such a mood. Great. I'm keeping the CPU version. Uh, and yeah. Oh, actually, wait, I think the CPU is much slower now. Yay! Why the frick is that? Or it could be that I bricked all of my memory or something. Why? Meanwhile, I didn't change anything. No, just like this code. I essentially reverted back to what I had in the CPU. So, yeah, this is not fun. You know, I'll keep this commented out because it's nice to reference and maybe someday it will come in handy. Uh, it goes for this, I guess. think it's time for the old task manager. Yep, you're going down. There we go. Do, 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 do. Okay, I will try and do the cell binning though, because that's something I wanted to do either way. So I'm gonna do that. Uh, while things are loading, and I mean, I don't. Oh, did it have an issue with this? Oh, that's interesting. Is that why it got stuck like that? Anyway, don't need that anymore. I'll clean up that code some other day. Mhm. No, float too. Uh, Let me see how that cell thingy works. Yeah, because ooh, asset import. Try again. Try again. Force quit, and crash. That's fun. Oh, and okay, yeah. Apparently, if I don't, hmm, yeah, yeah. I think that if I don't actually restart my computer, I won't be able to reopen this project. So I guess Unity is telling me that it's time to end this stream. Has a weird way of telling me that, but yeah. Oh well. Yeah, all right. I will maybe do the cell thing off screen. I mean, I do really want to do everything on stream, but seeing how slow I get, even with like this little code, I don't know if that's enjoyable for people. I mean, if it is, I don't mind, but I will do all the important stuff on stream, that's for sure. But I might play around more with like cell binning and trying again with like CPU and not compute shaders for this. Not they don't seem to agree. So yeah, I think next time I'll set up more UX stuff and start thinking about how to actually spawn the grass. Any advice on how to land a job as a programmer on a good studio like Jumpship? Um, well, first off, it's really important, a really important distinction. And in case it's not obvious, I am not a programmer. I'm a technical artist. Uh, I'm obviously not as good with code. Uh, so I guess my advice would be, just what worked for me at least was sharing as much as I could, and showing my work outwards and setting up a nice portfolio that people can see and understand what I can do and what I cannot do, and connections, portfolio, and yeah, just work, I guess, but like not in a crazy way, just to the degree that you enjoy it. So yeah, like personal work on coding or whatever it is you want to do, I guess. And yeah, if I do anything off stream, I will definitely do some kind of recap. But yeah, I think even if it's slow, doing it on stream and having a chat and doing crazy shit like this, uh, I think it's worth it, and I hope that people enjoy it, and that maybe you get something out of that. Especially now that I found out that there's a Unity tag, maybe now more people will actually come on in. Anyway, that's it for me. I probably will stream definitely next Tuesday if nothing changes. Maybe in the meantime, if I have time, maybe we'll see. Weekend is coming. I don't know. So whenever that may be, I will see you on the next stream. Bye bye.